What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, TrackStar, and welcome back to another dancehall video tutorial. So another one we are gonna mix down, a dark rhythm or atmospheric type of rhythm. This is a knockover of a knockover of the one matic rhythm. You see it? Chronicle have a song named No Broke Badness upon a rhythm. I don't remember what the rhythm even name or what them call it, but I know it's a knockover of the one matic rhythm. You see me? Brawling. So I like the Chronicle song, but I hate the rhythm, so I end up knock over the rhythm. You see me? I incorporate parts of Fidem rhythm as well as parts of the one matic rhythm in a mind. I'm going to give you a little preview of that, and then I play a quick preview of the rhythm before we start mix. So me have a sample of the one matic rhythm right here, so now I'm play, hold on. Oh, okay. So we have the vocal chop, right, as well as a piece of Skeng Gunman shift song with chop out, and we use it as a transition. So I use it as a transition, so these are the full thing.
I just darkness, man, you know.
Cool. So now I really even go through like a breakdown of the rhythm because I already do a video where I build this, so there's no need for me to go through and show individual parts of the rhythm. So we'll go through and mix. We'll start drums first and then work our way all the way through to the samples. So first thing we need to do is bring all our levels to 0. Can turn off the track. This is the acapella. We don't need that, none at all. Boom. Now we can go upon the step sequence, and we can reset all our levels up here. So all our samples, all our audio, all our VST, all of the panning, all of that can reset. So when I press play, we're not supposed to hear nothing not playing, none at all. Go upon unsorted. Okay. Just like that, but they're supposed to hear nothing. Never understand what make me want to start yarn when I start doing the video them, bro. This shit don't make no sense. So let's get to the mix. So like I say, we go drums first, we go left to right, and it just so happens that the drums come first. So let's get into that. The limiter, we go I go reset that, so I put it to, or just turn that off, motherfucker. Reset the whole channel. So now we have the kick. As usual, when we use kick 7, there's no need for me putting nothing on it. I'm not going to put nothing on it. So, moving on from that, we have the snare. I'm not hear the snare, so I don't know what I got. Hold on. Okay, so I end up not even use that snare. So, let's bring up that one. What I can do is add a separator. Doing them two track, yeah. Change the color, make this a little bit darker grey. Like I said, this rhythm is atmosphere. Not really say atmosphere, but it have a dark tone to it. You see it, so we want kind of keep it like that, full of space. So we're gonna use a lot of reverb, a lot of lower instruments, but a lot of depth. So for the snare still and the clap, because there's a clap on the rim shot, and this one up them up, right? So we're gonna put Valhalla room, right? And we're gonna Add that like that. Change the color upon them. And upon the Valhalla room, we're going to load up the Valhalla room. No, the Valhalla vintage verb. And then there's a preset name, drum room, I think, or something like drum ear. We're going to send the snare to that. But we need to shape up the snare first. So, you know, and just to kind of give you a visual representation of what's going on, I'm going to load up my mastering machine. So give me 1 second. Cool. So now we have this meter. We can, you know, kind of keep track of our levels. So alright, so for this sound is still low, right? In the terms of the 808, instead of side chaining it this time around, we're going to EQ it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look upon the chart, the frequency chart, right? And we are going to send the side chain signal still, but we're not going to use the side chain signal. So the reason why I send it to the EQ is because I can send it and then monitor the side chain so I can see, the side chain level. That's why in a red, you see it, maximize this. So I can see the side chain level in the red. Right? So actually, sorry about that. I need to accept the side chain level. I'm so sorry. So once you accept the level now, supposed to, yeah. Boom. So the red line was the side chain level, but the fact is it was not, accepted, isn't it? So I apologize for that. I don't want to confuse nobody. So you have to accept the side chain. So now, isn't it, we can see the kicker do some movement. So we're going to go in a preset, we're going to go BS 808, modern rumble room. As you can notice, there's very few presets under 808 because there's not a lot of things that need to be done to 808. You understand what I say? So we have the mod and rumble removal. And once you see we do that, boom, we basically just narrow down the 808 to the parts that are important, you see me? So now we'll take a look on the kick now, see? Boom, and you can see the kick really occupy right around, probably around about right there, so. About 50 or so hertz, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to just dip that. I'll take out about 3 dB. So now the kick have that space to feed itself, you see me? We can take out more, we can even make it dynamic or whatever, and we can make it breathe or act off of the side chain, you see it? So only when the kick a play, we basically, you see me? But like I said, we don't really want to do that. We don't want it a move, you see it? We want it for just stagnant, just like that. As I don't want no side chain movement. I just want to take out a little bit and left it at that, you see it? So now I really just blend this. Boom. Once we get it to a level where we like, clip it. Simple. We'll go in waves. We'll load up the L2. Actually, we'll do the L1. We'll do it in a mono and we'll clip the 808. Alright, one problem I notice, and I believe the reason why is because when I did create this, I add I add some stereo processing to it. So the good thing I like about Waves plugins, depending upon which DAW you're in, and we don't see if it works. So if I did in a Pro Tools, I'm going to switch from a mono Waves plugin to a stereo Waves plugin. It would keep the settings. I doubt that it's going to do that, and it did not. So in our Pro Tools, it keep the settings in a so do nothing. So we'll just have to recreate that 6.5 auto release. Much better. Cool. Alright, so we have our drums, 808. We'll bring in our clap and our hi-hat. I'll load up the Pro Q3. I'll inject some tapping in them hi-hats. Then we're gonna run it through Panman. And a preset I'm having named Sublime Slime, No Motion. Or turn down the rate. Turn down the width a little bit. Increase the release. So we have a little bit of movement, but not a lot. Then we'll add it to the room preset. Nice. 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 Bring in the clap. Going on the Valhalla again. I mean the Fab Filter, the Pro Q again. Now go on the drums, clap, pick where it counts. Just like that. Solo the clap. We also notice we already have a little bit of verb on it. Add it to the room. Back into the track. Have a snare roll right here. Fab Filter Pro Q again. drums, snare, thin ear rolls. Also, I'm gonna put a limit upon this. No want it loud more so. Now this is a very harsh clipper. Yeah, this is a very harsh clipper, so it's one we have to really careful with. You can't really put too much emphasis or too much work into it because it is a hard clipper. It's no soft clipping whatsoever about this clipper, isn't it? So it will destroy your audio. Cool. We have a riser. Nice. Not too much to be done. What we're gonna do is we'll take off the top side of this. Yep, just to make sure it's not too bright, not too overwhelming. You see me? And then we have a drums, you see me? We have a drum groove, is it? So if you watch the meter, with the average around a -5, -4, -6, that around that area there, isn't it? So just continue on and start bringing in some melodics. So we have this juicy envelope filter right here. So the first sound what we are gonna bring in. Now if you notice, this is more of a background element, so there's no need for we have it front up and loud, isn't it? Whatsoever. The only thing I will do, we are gonna add a filter freak, and we are gonna make it modulate the top end upon the filter. So I'll add some modulation. We just need it for your move, yeah. So we do something like that, just like a slow modulation, I open up the filter and I close the filter, is it? Turn up the mix 100%. You know, but like I say, it's a background thing, so it's not something we are gonna really notice like that. You see, but it's just no say, yeah, it did it. Nice. We have the dark score piano. Fab filter Pro Q. I'm going to piano. Like the first one, yes sir. Let's bring down the volume. Cool. We have the pizzicato. I'll push one key to the left, one key to the right. Put the pizzy a little bit to the left, but we'll try to keep it as much central as we can. I'll bring up this. I'll go into the Fab filter EQ again. I'll go on strings. And we're going to use pizzicato. Yeah. No, I don't need it for front up, you know, just need it for noticeable because we have the Berlin strings. What we use for front up, isn't it? So back in the EQ, we need to thin these out, not too much. And we'll go on the strings again. This time around, we're going to go spiccato. Yep, right here. And what we are going to do, now we can push the pizzicato out a little bit to the left and push the Berlin out a little bit to the right. Just to kind of open them up a little bit, isn't it? Then I have these ghostly shadows that play a major role. But even though it play a major role, you don't want to take over too much of the rhythm, isn't it? It's just a background sound, is it? So I got to just load up the EQ. I just do a simple roll off, nothing too crazy. So we are going to push this in the background. We are going to add some verb. Lot of verb. Turn it down. And then we're going to turn it down into the master. Turn on this, add a little bit of verb to it. What we also can do to this rising little transition here, if we kind of spice it up, is we can add Panman to it. And because Panman have this preset name, wider and wider, we can just play. And as the sound get louder, Panman automatically push it out because it can breach the threshold. You see me? So we can go here, so. Can even increase the rate. Just like that. So now we have all of that done, we can move on into the sample. So the first sample I had myself was this somatic sample right here. If we can find it on the mixer. Okay, so it's under the 1-matic sample, so we turn this up. Yeah, so this was something on me had. Then we have it again. We have the 1-matic sample. Nice. Add a little bit more reverb to it. Nice. We'll move back to the intro. And the reason why we do that is because, like I said, we're going to use the skeng sample as a transition. So we need reverb, a lot of it at that. But we also need to filter out this sound. We don't need none of the lows. Really and truly, we can use another piano preset them. Turn it down. Clutch. Cool, that come along. So we have 3 crash for blend. Now, these 3 crash actually I got turned into 1 crash. So this is how I typically create my sounds, you see me? I merge, I blend, I tweak, you see me? If you notice, which I'm not going to do it right now, but probably in a later video I will show it. These all have individual stuff how we tweak about them, so I change the time, you know, on the pitch stretching mode, you see me? So all of them pitch stretching a different way. Not really like way, but like length and, you know, all of that stuff. So this 1 crash, you see me? This I got 3, I got done in a 1 crash, you see it? So just did want to show that before we tweak it. So 1, let's get to it. It's pretty much the mixes, man. Not really too much to talk about towards the end. And I will just blend in the tree, crash, the reverse, I'm a tag, and then turn on the master and chain. It's not a master and video, so I'm never really going into details about that is me. So until next time, it's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, the TrackStar. Peace.